Good afternoon, dreamers. My name is Brandon Lindsay, and I want to thank all of you for taking just a few minutes out of your day to come huddle up with us and to learn a little bit about what's going on at Dream on 3. I realize that many of you are still in the middle of your work day and that some may not be able to join us live. So we are recording this and we're going to post it back to our website and to our social channels so you'll be able to view it later. We're also going to take some time at the end to take some questions. So feel free to submit your questions through the chat feature here in the Zoom call, or you can email them to liz@dreamon3.org, and we'll do our best to get to as many of them as possible. I have the joy of being able to serve alongside of an amazing team of passionate leaders at Dream on 3 in a shared mission of making dreams come true for some very deserving kids. We like to say at Dream on 3 that we exist to enrich the lives of kids with life-altering conditions by making their sports dreams come true. And our unique programming utilizes the unifying principles of sports combined with the power of a team to bring faith, hope, love, and joy into the lives of our dreamers. And in the process of that, we have watched as these programs have become a catalyst for positive systemic change within the communities that we live and work. So we are so excited to be able to get you together today and just share a little bit about what's going on. So let's get started. I'm going to share my screen now. I hope everyone can see that. I know my team will let me know if you can't, but okay. So the purpose of today's webcast is to share with you a little bit about where we've been over the last 14 months, but more importantly, where we're going. We have some very exciting updates to share with you. But before I get started, I want to take a moment just to simply say thank you. Last year was very difficult for so many, and Dream on 3 was no exception. However, we continued to draw strength to keep pushing forward from so many of you, from your encouragement, from your prayers. And today we just want to express our sincere gratitude to our donors. I want to say thank you for your encouragement, your faith in me and our team, in the strength of our programs, and for your amazing and relentless generosity. To our volunteers, if there was ever a time for you to tap out, it would have been 2020, but you didn't. You stayed in the huddle with us, and you were always quick to raise your hand when there was a need. You are the backbone of this organization. To our staff, I want to personally thank you for believing in this crazy dream of ours and for viewing the challenges of the past year as an opportunity to get better and to come together as a team. I am so proud of this team and what we were able to accomplish together last year, and I'm honored to be able to serve alongside of each of you. To our partnering organizations, our referral partners, our business partners, our sports partners, thank you for your creativity, your innovation, and your willingness to push the limits as we navigated through uncharted waters together. Wheelhouse Media and Whirlwind Creative, you guys are rock stars. They say that you find out who your true friends are in times of adversity. Well, you both revealed yourselves last year as so much more than friends. You are truly family. We love you, we thank you, and we could not do this without you. And then to our dreamers and our dream families, 2020 provided us with just a very small glimpse of the challenges that you've been facing for years. It was a reality check for us, but it was also affirmation of our purpose. On the tough days, you were the ones that got us through it. You were the reason we never quit. You are the reason that we emerged from this more committed to making dreams come true than ever before. Thank you, and we love you. So I want to provide just a quick COVID update. As we all know, on March 11th, 2020, the World Health Organization declared COVID-19 outbreak a global pandemic. And very soon afterwards, our world looked much different. To those that endured the burden of sickness and the pain of losing family and family members, often with no way to be with them physically, we want you to know that you have been in our prayers. You continue to be in our prayers, and we are so sorry for your pain and for your loss. In addition to fighting for our health, we saw many businesses that were fighting for survival last year. The nonprofit industry as a whole took a heavy hit. However, when your entire programming model is built around sports and suddenly sports around the world stop, you're faced with a particularly unique challenge. We quickly learned that we couldn't do what we were used to doing, but we also knew that we could not sit by and do nothing. So like many of you, we huddled up. We huddled up with our team and we laid out a new game plan. We scrapped the playbook and we reached out to our referral partners and simply asked, what do you need? We worked together with our partners to identify the needs and to come up with a new plan, which we're going to talk about a little bit later. Through all the chaos, we remained laser focused on our mission, our vision, and our core values. And those core values are authenticity, teamwork, innovation, community, and stewardship. We weighed every decision made against those values. We kept our eye on the ball and we kept the main thing, and that is serving the kids. And lastly, in order for us to live out our core value of stewardship, we wanted to make sure that we were fully transparent to all DO3 stakeholders. We picked up the phone, we called our partners, we called our major donors, we called many of you to discuss what we were experiencing as an organization and how we were managing the risk. We developed a risk matrix that measured not only our financial stability, but also our ability to execute our programming and serve our kids. We looked at it each month as a team, as a staff, and as a board of directors, and we had specific levers to pull with each new layer of risk. We were forced to make some very difficult decisions last year as we had to significantly reduce our expenses. We had several months where we were in that high risk category, but we slowly began to see a light at the end of the tunnel. In September, we had a big win. We celebrated our first post-COVID dream where Dream Kid Eli got to play golf with his hero, Webb Simpson. This dream was special to us for many reasons. Number one, because of Eli Rowe. Eli is an amazing young man that's been living our 2020 for the last 10 years. Eli, you have inspired us with your strength, your determination, and just your spirit. Thank you so much. Webb Simpson, what a class act. Webb embodies everything that this organization is about. And Webb, thank you for being willing to do whatever it took to make this dream happen for Eli. And then lastly, it was special because it signified to us that we were back. After 7 months of no dream experiences at all, we proved to the world and to ourselves that we were still able to make dreams come true, even inside of a global pandemic. This moment was the moment that changed the trajectory for Dream on 3 in 2020. Not only did we survive the pandemic, we emerged better than ever before. Our financial position was better than it had ever been. Our team was stronger than it had ever been. Our programs were solid, and our resolve to serving these kids was greater than ever before. Over the last 14 months, God has been faithful to Dream on 3, and you have as well. We are back. Now, we want to take you into the locker room where we're going to share with you some of the exciting news that we've got coming up this year. I want to start with a quick overview of our financial health. And in continuing with our promise of full transparency and stewardship, we wanted just to give you a quick update. So we are very proud and excited to share with you that because of the diligence of our team and the generosity of our donors, Dream on 3 is in the best cash position in the history of the organization. It's a huge blessing to be coming out of this pandemic with the resources to be able to get back in the game. We were able to accomplish that by closely managing our expenses during the pandemic. We also were blessed to have received 2 rounds of PPP grant funding from the Small Business Administration. Thanks to the efforts of Wheelhouse Media and our Queen City Business of the Year teams, our 2021 Dream Gala in January was the most successful gala in the history of the organization. We actually exceeded the prior year's fundraising by more than 15%, which was amazing, just blew us away. We didn't lose any of our Huddle Up Club members, which is our monthly giving program last year, which is incredible. Not only did we not lose any of our Huddle Up Club members, we added to that core group of committed donors last year. And then lastly, in the middle of all the chaos, our team was able to earn the 2021 GuideStar Platinum Seal for financial transparency. And this is a big deal to us because no matter if you give $10 or you give $1 million, it's important to us at Dream on 3 that every donor feels confident that their donation is being used in a manner in which it was intended. So we were very excited about that. Talk about our programming. We told you that COVID gave us the chance to dig deep and to lean on our core value of innovation. We had 4 new programs emerge in 2020. The first one was signing day. So when the pandemic hit, we had many dreamers that were already confirmed and were in the wings waiting on their dreams to come true. And we had to ask them to do something that unfortunately they were all too familiar with, which was to wait. And signing day gave us a chance to surprise them with gifts and messages of hope from their sports heroes and to keep them excited about their upcoming dream experience. We had digital daydreams. We dove into the digital world with Zoom and all the other technology platforms that we could utilize to work with our referral partners and create opportunities for their kids and dreamers from our alumni program to participate in some fun activities online with some of their favorite athletes and celebrities inside of a digital space. We hosted online video games with athletes. We had exclusive access to sports roundtables. Kids got to interview famous players and commentators, and along with many other digital events. Our dream boxes, this was really cool. We had business partners, we had church youth groups, we had Little League baseball teams, softball teams, and even families that filled huge Dream on 3 boxes with gifts and love for dream kids that were in the hospitals. These boxes were gift boxes on steroids and were just filled with all kinds of things that were customized to individual kids that were unable to leave the hospital. And so we were able to deliver those on behalf of each of you. Our collegiate dream team. You're going to hear me talk a little bit more about this later on, but we are so excited about this. COVID provided us the perfect opportunity to take that junior dream team model to the next level, to the colleges. We had always thought that one day we would do it, but COVID sped up that process. We launched our pilot program at the University of South Carolina, and it was such a huge success that we have since rolled it out to 12 other colleges across the country. In a year where we wondered if we would be able to do anything, we ended up being able to serve 107 kids through our programs, including 5 of our signature dream experiences, which no one thought we could pull off in 2020. We achieved over 2,800 hours and graduated 51 students through the Collegiate Dream Team program last year. I am so proud of our team for finding a way to serve when there was no clear path forward. We expect that several of these new programs are going to continue even after the pandemic subsides. I want to talk to you real quick. You probably heard we've talked before about our vision. In 2018, our team huddled up and we decided that we were ready to begin scaling our programming so that we may be able to serve more kids. We laid out a vision and a plan to achieve that together. And that vision was to have 10 affiliate chapters across the country and $10 million in sustainable annual revenue in 10 years. It's a big vision, but I'm excited to share with you that we are on track to not only achieve that goal, but to achieve it well in advance of our original timeline. In 2018, we launched our first new chapter in Atlanta. And in the spirit of full transparency, I want to tell you that Atlanta has been a little bit more challenging than we anticipated. We thought that we could take the blueprints used to build the Carolinas chapter and that we could just replicate that in Atlanta. We started building the relationships with the hospitals, referral partners, sports partners, and we still have those relationships in place, and they've been great relationships. But the piece that was missing was that team of individuals with deep roots into the community that were passionate about building Dream on 3 presence and introducing our programs. So we went back to the drawing boards and we tweaked the model a little bit. And instead of looking for cities where we thought we needed to be, we began looking at communities that wanted us there. Our DMV, which is our DC, Maryland, Virginia chapter, and our Rocky Mountain chapters have followed that model. And we've been blown away by the response from those communities. We have teams in those locations that are equally as passionate about serving kids as we are. They've built the relationships with the hospitals, the referral partners, the sports organizations, the business community, and they have also secured the resources to seed our programming. We are already ahead of schedule in those communities, and we are already off to making dreams come true. So I want to look real quick, show you our current footprint. So as you know, in 2012, we founded the organization in Harrisburg, North Carolina, out of our home. And we are proud to say that that is still home to our corporate office today. Our Carolinas chapter serves both North and South Carolina, and we work with some incredible referral partners such as Atrium, with both the Levine Children's Hospital and Jeff Gordon's Children's Hospital, Novant Health, St. Jude affiliate, and Hemby Children's Hospital, Cardinal Innovations, DDR, A Small Miracle, the Arc of North Carolina, and InReach have been awesome partners to us in the Carolinas chapter. We also partner with some other nonprofit organizations with our daydreams, such as Down Syndrome Association of Greater Charlotte, Rolling Hornets, Ronald McDonald House, the Special Olympics of Cabarrus County, YMCA Miracle League, and Gigi's Playhouse. In 2018, we launched the Georgia chapter, and we are still continuing to work with referral partners there, such as the Children's Hospital of Atlanta and Shepherd Spinal Center. 2019, we moved into the DC area, which is now called our DMV chapter. We're working currently with Children's National, Inova Children's Hospital, HSC Pediatrics Center in DC, and Samuelson Children's Hospital. Our daydream partners there are Dreams for Kids DC, Kids in Action, and Most Valuable Kids DC. And then in 2020, our plan was to go into the Denver community. And for obvious reasons, we had to pump the brakes on that. But a month ago, we were excited to announce that we are open for business in Denver, and we are ready to begin making dreams come true. Thanks to a committed group of people that have made it possible for us to get into Denver and to serve that community. We are so excited to see what's going on. We are going to be working with Children's Hospital of Colorado, Shiloh House, Brent's Place, Special Olympics of Colorado, and Ronald McDonald House of Colorado to help make dreams come true for their kids. So what's next? We've got some exciting things coming up this summer and fall. It's going to be jam-packed with just exciting dream experiences. If you're not receiving notifications, please make sure you go to our website and sign up for our newsletter or follow our social channels, because you're not going to want to miss these things coming up. You're not going to want to miss Dream Kid Avery living out her sports dream with LA Galaxy, or Caden as he goes to hang out with the Cincinnati Reds, or Dream Kids Caleb and Zach as they get to live out their dream with their hero, Tim Tebow. Carly's going to be hanging out with Jeff Skinner in the Buffalo Sabres. Carson is going to have this really cool experience with Ken Block, legendary Ken Block. Colin's going to hang out with the LA Angels. Noah Lyles has got an Olympic track dream. This is a first for Dream on 3, but I cannot wait to see it. It's going to be so cool. John Luke, Detroit Tigers. Dream Kid Phillip is an Ohio State football fan and will be hanging out with them this fall. And then Reese loves all things horses and is going to live out her dream with Tryon International Equestrian Center later this fall. These are just a few of the dreams that we've got coming up. So make sure that you follow along. This is going to be so cool to watch these dreams come to life. Our collegiate and high school dream team. So I mentioned earlier about the success of our junior dream team and our new collegiate dream team programs. Friends, I want to tell you that this is the future of Dream on 3. Our staff is so tired of me saying that, but I am so excited about this, because when you take the power of a dream experience and you combine that with the power of a group of student leaders that are able to engage their entire school and community in an act of love and service, that is when you start achieving systemic change. That is when we start moving the needle. These programs provide an experience of a lifetime to a special individual, but they also teach students important life lessons, soft skills, and the fundamentals of operating within a team. These students are going to receive real world experience that are going to benefit them later in their careers, but they also get to spread a culture of awareness, empathy, compassion, and service for those that are dealing with some difficult situations. We want to welcome our new lineup of dream teams. So SMU, University of UNC Charlotte, UNC Chapel Hill, Georgia Tech, University of Tennessee, Davidson College, UNC Wilmington, George Washington University, and two more that aren't even shown on the slide because they just got confirmed this morning, actually, Georgia Southern and Western Carolina. Welcome to the Dream Team. Also want to welcome our high school junior dream teams. We've got Stargate School in Denver. We've got John Hanley in DC metro area, Ashe County and Hickory Ridge High Schools in North Carolina. So look for some great things to come from these amazing teams. And then lastly, we announced last week that we're going to be back together again for the annual Dream Gala. It pained us last year to not be with all of you, especially our dream kids and their families. However, in true Dream on 3 fashion, you never wavered in your support, and you made the virtual gala the biggest and the most successful in the history of the organization. But mark your calendars, because on January 29th, 2022, we're going to be back at Founders Hall with what we expect to be another sold out event to honor our 2021 Dream Kids and to celebrate together. You're not going to want to miss this exciting event. So look for more information to come out about how you can get your tickets and how you can be there with us. With that, I want to thank each of you again for your time today and for your continued support of Dream on 3. And I think at this time, we're going to open it up for some questions.
Brandon, can you hear me?
I can.
I have a question from Tammy. She wants to know, how can I bring a junior dream team or collegiate dream team to her school?
Okay. And Liz, I am going to get Tammy's. I'm trying to figure out how I can stop the share. Are you able to do that? Let's see, stop share. There we go. Did that do it?
Yep, you're good.
Okay, so the question, Tammy, thank you for asking that question. So the question, if I got it right, was how can I bring a junior dream team or collegiate dream team to your school? And you could probably hear it in my talk earlier, how excited we are about these programs. I will tell you, we were not anticipating the demand for these programs nationally would outpace our resources and our staff, but it has. Due to just the overwhelming demand for this program, we've actually had to close the application process for the 2021-22 school year. However, I will tell you, we're working really hard and gearing up to be able to roll this program out on a large scale. We fully anticipate that the junior dream team and collegiate dream teams are going to become legacy programs in high schools and colleges across the country, but we want to make sure that we do it the right way. So with all that said, we're currently accepting applications for junior dream teams, collegiate dream teams, but only for the 22-23 school years. So if your school's interested or you want to learn more about how we can bring the program to your school, just email us at info@dreamon3.org and we'll get an application over to you.
All right, I have another question for you, Brandon. John wants to know, how do I get Dream on 3 to expand to my city?
What city is that?
Chicago.
Chicago. Well, that sounds fun. That's on. So we love it when people ask us to come to their communities because we want to be there too. And as we are evaluating future locations for chapters, there are a few things that we look for that need to be in place for us to be able to commit to come. And, first off, we want to make sure there's a need, right? That there are dreamers in that community that are living with life-altering medical conditions, and that there are, we look for the pediatric hospitals, the resource providers, other nonprofit organizations that can serve as our referral partners. So that's number one. Number two, as I mentioned earlier, what we found is we really need that team of committed volunteers that are willing to help us build the foundation for a chapter in a new city. Third, the sports. So we want to make sure that we're able to execute our programs, and we can't do that without local sports teams. We look for educational opportunities because of our junior dream teams and collegiate dream team programs. We want to make sure that there are opportunities for us to introduce those programs in the high schools and colleges. And then lastly, we got to have money. We got to have seed money to be able to do this and to be able to come and build the programs out in the new city. So we would love to be in Chicago, and that it has not been on our radar yet, but we would love the opportunity to look at it.
Okay, Brandon, the next question is from our our dream ambassador, Michael Wayne. And he wants to know, for every new dream experience posted to social media, what are some ways we can donate to this dream?
Oh, that's a great question. Thank you, Michael Wayne, for asking that. So a lot of times we don't ask for specific donations for an individual dream because those dreams have been sponsored by other organizations. So ways that you can help support all the dreams are the biggest way that you can do that is becoming part of our Huddle Up Club. And that's our monthly giving platform where you give $10 or $100 or whatever you're able to give, but that money goes to support all of our programming and all the dreams that we're going to do over the course of a year. So that's the easiest way to get involved. Instead of trying to attach it to a specific dream, we take the money from that Huddle Up Club and we use that to make dreams come true for all of our kids. Great question, Michael.
All right, the next question is from Casey, and she wants to know, when do you anticipate being able to work with the Panthers?
Ooh. Okay, so that's a difficult one, right? But we're going to tackle it right now. I will tell you this. Let me think about how to say this. There is nothing that our team would want more than to be able to work with the team that's here in our own backyard. But unfortunately, that is not an option for us at this time. The Panthers, unfortunately, are they're the only team in the league that we're unable to work with right now. They have an exclusive arrangement in place with another wish-granting organization that doesn't allow for us to be able to serve our dream kids. I will tell you, we remain hopeful that this is going to change and that one day the Panthers will join the rest of the sports world and realize that wish and dream granting opportunities should not be exclusive to one organization or one group of kids. And when that day comes, we're going to be pumped. We're going to be the first ones in line and we're going to be excited to work with them. And we're going to be excited to not have to turn down Panthers related applications. But until that day comes, we're not going to sit around waiting. We're going to keep moving forward and we're going to focus our efforts on teams that see the value in the program and share a passion for serving these kids. That was a tough question, but a good question.
All right, we have one more. How can people get involved with Dream on 3?
So the easiest way is go to the website, sign up for the newsletter. The website is dreamon3.org. Follow our social channels. We're on all of them: Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, LinkedIn, YouTube. I even think we have a TikTok account now. So you go on and follow what's going on, and then send us an email to info@dreamon3.org if you want to be a volunteer, if you'd like to get more information about any of our programs, or if you'd like to learn how to become a member of the Huddle Up Club. Just send us an email, but sign up for the newsletter, follow us on social, and that's how you see what's going on and ways that you can plug in.
That's all the questions I have, Brandon.
Well, thank you all so much. Thank you for carving out some time to hang out with us today and for huddling up with us. We are extremely grateful for your support, for your love, your encouragement, and we are excited to be able to start making dreams come true again. We look forward to getting together with you in person here soon. Thank you, and you guys have a good rest of the day.